Bro, let me ask you a question. What would you do if you stopped caring what anyone thought about you? What if you could post exactly what you wanted, say exactly what you felt, chase exactly what you wanted to build without worrying about likes, those comments, claps, or any type of approval? Here's the thing. Everyone talks about FOMO, the fear of missing out. That's the norm, right? But no one talks about its big brother, FOPO, the fear of people's opinions. You see, FOPO, yeah, it's much worse than FOMO because it doesn't just make you chase things you don't want, it makes you shrink yourself. It keeps you quiet, it keeps you small, it keeps you stuck. And bro, if you don't kill it, it's gonna kill your purpose. Today, I wanna talk about it because if you're watching this right now, this message is for you. Bro, let me tell you something real. I know what it's like to hold back. I know what it's like to delete posts because they didn't get enough likes. I know what it's like to overthink every word, wondering if people will judge me. Listen, it's crazy. I have a story a little while back. I'll shoot a video, I'll rewatch it 50 times, pick apart every flaw, and then end up never posting it because I was worried. Will they think I'm cringe? Will they laugh at me? Listen, I'm worrying about things in the back of my head that don't even exist. And I didn't even realize I was living my whole life for them. People who didn't even know me. People who didn't even care. I literally remember this like it was yesterday. One night, I asked myself, I was like, bro, who are you actually doing this for? And that question, that messed me up for about a week. The answer was not for me, not for my purpose, not for the people I wanted to help, just for other people's approval. And that's FOPO at its finest. The fear of people's opinions is worse than FOMO because FOMO is the fear of missing out on the experience, and FOPO is the fear of missing out on acceptance. And ladies and gentlemen, acceptance is a drug. That's the real addiction. Because let's be real, we all want to be seen, we all want to be liked, we all want to belong, but when that desire runs your life, you stop living yours. Bro, social media, that's the breeding ground for FOPO. We've trained ourselves to measure our worth in hearts, thumbs, and comments, right? We post a picture, and if it doesn't get enough likes or shares, we delete it. Then we share an idea, and it doesn't get enough validation, we stop talking about it. We watch what's trending, we copy it just to fit in. We could take Instagram, for example. They act like they're helping by hiding likes, but that doesn't fix the root. Honestly, that's a whole nother segment that I'm not even gonna get into. Because the root is we've been programmed to need permission to be ourselves. I'm not sure if y'all know what that's like, but it's like going to the gym and checking the mirror every 5 seconds instead of actually lifting. You're not there to train. You're there to watch yourself and then you get nothing done. That's what most people do with life. They're filtering. And the worst part, they're stuck. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you did something purely because you wanted to? Not because it was trending, not because it was safe, not because it would get you likes, but because it was the true you. Most people can't even remember. They're too busy playing in the crowd. Here's the truth. There is no crowd. That's the lie of the spotlight effect. We all think that the world is watching us, right? We're the main character in the story. But the thing is, everyone is too busy worrying about themselves. You're the star of your own movie. I'm the star of mine. Nobody's memorizing your bloopers. Nobody's replaying your failures in their head because they're too worried about theirs. When I wrapped my mind around this, it changed everything for me. And when you realize that, bro, that's what sets you free. Then you stop asking, what will they think? And then you start asking, what do I think? Bro, let me be real. When I first started posting, I was scared to be myself. I thought I had to sound all polished, professional, to trying to be some corporate guy buttoned up. But the more that I did that, right, the more I felt disconnected. I wasn't connecting with anyone because I just wasn't being real. You feel me? Like, it wasn't until I started just posting my real thoughts, being raw, unfiltered, that people actually started listening. Because at the end of the day, real recognizes real. But if we're going to get like practical, right? How do you actually kill FOPO? One, you do the reps. You post even when you're scared. You speak even when your voice shakes. You share even if you think no one would care. Because at the end of the day, no one's worried about what you did 5 minutes ago, if you even made a mistake. They're too worried about what they have going on. Because the goal isn't to be liked by everyone. It's to be undeniable to the right ones. Now, and let me tell you, bro, that's where your calling lives. Not in other people's applause, but in your own authenticity. Let me share this with you. Like I said, I used to chase likes so hard, right? I used to spend hours making a video, post it, and then check my phone 50 times in the first hour. And if I didn't do the numbers, delete. I didn't want anyone to see that I failed. And then one day, I sat back and I realized, bro, who cares? Who are you trying to impress? People who don't even know you? They don't know the real you. People who don't even care? That's when I said, yo, F it. I started posting raw. I started being honest. I started being vulnerable. And not only did I feel free, people actually started to listen. Because I feel like people are starving for something real nowadays. Nowadays, it's all just flexing and showing outcomes and results and highlights. But bro, at the end of the day, FOPO is a silent killer of dreams. It's that chain around your neck. It's the gag in your mouth. It's the reason you're quiet when you should speak. It's the reason you're stuck when you should move. It's the reason you're gonna continue to edit yourself into oblivion. If you want to be free, you have to kill it. And that's exactly why I built Unstoppable Nation. Not for people who want likes, but for the people who want to execute. You see, inside, we run the Monk Mode Challenge. It's not about performing, it's about transforming. We cut distractions and we focus on 7 core execution habits that align your mind, your body, and your spirit. We track them, we hold each other accountable, and we grow. Because you can't do this alone. You need a squad, like you need a tribe, you need a team that doesn't just clap for you for comfort, but they're there for you to help you grow. So here's my challenge to you. Stop living for likes. Stop performing for the crowd. Stop making decisions based on what you think other people will say. Because at the end of the day, bro, those people, they're definitely not paying your bills. They're not living your life. And they're not responsible for your happiness. You want to know who is? you are. Bro, if you're ready to kill FOPO, if you're ready to actually live, just click the link, join Unstoppable Nation. It's completely free. Take the 30-day monk mode challenge with us, and then cut the noise, build the habits, align your mind, your body, and your spirit, because real freedom, it doesn't come from likes. It comes from being true to yourself. Just get it. Stay unstoppable.